Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. In the morning, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Well, okay, here we go. You know, what's important, what can be a huge part of your success is if you find a balance. If you find a balance in your life. That's been very important for me. And I've really never phrased it this way until now, but I was kind of thinking about it after my wife and I mean, we set up one night recently, man. You know, I often come on here, and this is kind of an inspirational moment of the show, and I try to remind people about that most important relationship between you and God. And that's the apex of it. That's the top of the crown. You got to form the relationship with God. If you don't, everything else struggles. It's hard to be a good husband without God. It's hard to be a good family man without God. It's hard to be successful without God, man. It's hard to get through this thing called life without God. So that's clear. But at the same time, you can't talk about God 24/7. You got to go to work. Come on, man. Let's just be real. I ain't your pastor and I ain't at your church. But let's just be real about it. You know, people tell you got to keep your mind stayed on him and all like that. That's a true statement. Got to keep your mind stayed in that area. I'm not here to tell you how to live, but you got to keep your mind stayed in that area of God, of doing the right thing, caring about people. That's what I took it as. Now, I could be wrong. I apologize if I'm not saying it the way you've been taught. I can only do me. Now, but after that, you got to go to work. You got to have some fun. You got to take care of your business. And that's the balance you have to find. So once you focus on shoring up your relationship with God, you gotta balance this now. Now you got to allocate some time. I don't care who you are, for your family. If you're gonna have a family, you got to allocate some time for them. See, we can't just marry these women or make these kids and then neglect them. And fellas, especially if I'm talking to men out here, and ladies, you can listen too, but listen, if you find yourself struggling in your life, man, and you can't seem to get it together, let's just go over a couple of things. The first two things, if you find yourself struggling, you can't seem to pull it together and reach your goals and get to where you want to go, let's just do a check. How is your relationship with God? And then next, how much time are you taking to allocate for your family? Now, your family don't always live in your house. But if you made them, they're yours. And the responsibility to them is never lessened because you don't stay there no more. Because you and the girl broke up. You and the woman don't speak. Hey, man, that don't ever release you from the obligation. Feel me when I'm telling you this now. Because I'm not telling you something I'm wondering about. I've had to live through them years. So 2 things you can start looking at. If you're not where you want to be and you ain't really solid, you can't figure out why you keep spinning your wheels. Have you just done a random inventory, man? Have you just checked on your relationship with God? Have you checked on the time you spending dedicated towards your family, your children that you created? If them 2 things is out of sync, man, that I can tell you right now, you can go on and get to explaining yourself away just like that. Hey, man, how come you ain't where you want to be? Well, because, man, I really ain't. Well, if you really ain't, then you really ain't. The third thing is you got to allocate the necessary time for your business. You got to handle your business. All of this, man, is the way it works. And the order is God first, family second. Then you got to handle all your business. But as men, this is what we do. If I don't handle my business, I can't take care of my family. True statement, but if your business is in front of your family, you out of order. Nah, that's all we talking about now, ain't it? See, that's all we really saying here now, fellas. I mean, come on, man. Let's have a real conversation about being better. If you done created these children, you got to handle your business. You may not like the girl no more. You and the woman might have broken up. Y'all might go your own way, but what that got to do with the child, though, man? You got to handle your business. They got to know who daddy is. That's your obligation, man, and God ain't letting you off the hook for that. Try it. Go ahead and try it and think you're going to get off the hook with that, because you're not, man. You just not. I'm sorry, man. Dog, Steve, why you coming like that? Because I did it like that. I did it, man. I was over here trying to reshape my life, get myself up on my feet. When I was homeless, man, and trying to come back, man, I thought I had to take care of me first and then so I can neglect it, caring about them kids. Man, that ain't how it worked, man. God kept his knee on my neck for a long time for that one right there till I finally learned the lesson. Hold up, man. Put these phone calls in. Go spend some time. Do something. And it started turning around for me. I can't be there all the time because I am out here on the grind and the hustle. But at the same time, man, some more phone calls, some more letters, some more ha-ha he-he's, something. Then take care of your business, man. You got to work hard to be successful. Sometimes I don't put that in there. I just live it and I expect my sons to emulate that. But I got to talk to them all the time. How hard you got to work to be something. It's an all-out assault on it, man. If you got a target in mind, you got a goal, you got to wake up every day trying to get there. And you can't get tired of it because it never ends. You're going to always be this way. That's how life is designed and set up. You got to be a hard worker, man. If you're always looking for some time to chill and, man, I want to go do what I want to do, you ain't going to make it. In order to be successful, you have to do a series of things that you're uncomfortable doing. And work is the thing that most of us are uncomfortable doing. It's so much easier to chill. Man, I wish I could kick back with a cigar, man, all the time. But I can't, man. I can't. Because I got to work. Then the last piece of the balance piece is you got to take some time out to enjoy yourself. But if you ain't where you want to be, you ain't got a lot of time to enjoy yourself. Quit thinking, man, that this balance is even. It's a whole lot of God, a whole lot of family, a whole lot of business, and a little bit of chilling. The chilling can't be equal to the family, the business, or your God. If the chilling is equal to any of them, you ain't gonna make it. Quit chilling, man, and go to work like a man. Do what you supposed to do. Work on your family, work on your relationship, work on your God, work on your business, and then when you chill, you might not chill as long, but you sure gonna chill bigger. You gonna ball bigger, baby.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here gathered in this beautiful and wonderful place called radio. And you do it every morning. We're here without fail. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I got the greatest message from a kid who's been at my camp for 7 years. He just graduated from Morehouse. Sent me a picture of him sitting on top of the Morehouse plaque with a cap and gown on. He said, Mr. Harvey, we did it. Thank you for everything you taught me, sir. And oh, by the way, for some other kind of help, too. And the kid graduated, man. So that was like really cool message for me. Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, Steve. Congratulations.
On what?
On your mentor. Yeah.
Oh,
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm sorry. I don't think y'all be listening.
Come on and be great, Harvey.
Listen.
What? Congrats, what?
We got to be engaged in the show, Steve. We're at work. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Are
Shirley.
you listening to you?
Hold on, Shirley. Hey, Junior.
I'm sorry.
Junior. That's too damn hard to laugh at.
No, it ain't. It's right on time for you, boy.
I don't think he's listening to himself. And welcome back, Carla. I know, right? Right.
Carla, for real.
What's happening, Steve Harvey? And yes, Shirley, ditto that. Congratulations, mentoring
Crazy.
program and your foundation, Mr. Harvey's. And I'm back. Yeah.
Congratulations on.
Oh, this ignorant ass laughing, Mr. Hyena. Mr. Hyena, damn Junior.
Hey, can I just say I love you for who you is?
For who you are,
For
Junior.
who I'm is.
Yes.
I know you're not offended.
No, I just was making sure for who I'm is. And then we can go from there. Me and Shirley want you to say for who you are is.
No.
For who you are.
Oh, my God.
For who you.
All right, let's get to it. Without further ado, bring him on in.
What up, fool?
Top of the morning, big doggy. Shirley Carla Jr., good morning.
What's up, T?
Carla, you missed some ignorant moments on this show when you were
Girl,
out.
what I missed? I heard y'all was clowning. I heard, too.
man.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff from the nephew and the uncle
Okay, so they were
and the
wilding
play
out.
cousin. Yeah.
Okay. They were
When he
wilding
said he gonna put Tommy in there, roll on back for
Yeah.
his
So,
dad.
Carla,
Yeah, Tommy
I said,
wanted a funeral rehearsal.
I said I wanted my own funeral rehearsal so I know who coming to
was
my funeral,
yesterday.
who gonna sing and who gonna preach.
Uh,
And then he talking about,
Steve said. No, Shirley, no, they're going to need a rehearsal because
because what?
they're going to have to figure out how to carry this little bitty casket.
Little bitty what casket?
This little bitty casket. I can't get it out.
There's normally 6 people.
Yeah, the pallbearers.
So we ain't going to need but 2.
They could be the size of ring bearers. We got to go. All right, look. Coming up at 32 after the hour, inside something politically funny, all right? The first night of the Democratic National Debate was last night in Miami. We told you about that. Well, we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So last night and tonight, all eyes are on Miami and will be on Miami as a large field of Democratic presidential hopefuls will share a stage and try and convince America why they are the best choice to challenge President Trump in 2020. NBC News is hosting the 2-night debate, which featured 10 candidates last night, and there'll be another 10 tonight. For many of the lesser-known candidates, this was their best opportunity to make a good case for themselves. Some candidates look good, and others, not so much, okay? Moderator Lester Holt, that's your friend, Steve.
Oh, that's my man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Journalist extraordinaire. Lester Holt asked the candidates who would give up their private health insurance for a government-run plan. Only Elizabeth Warren and New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio raised their hand. Beto O'Rourke answered his questions about the economy and tax rates in Spanish. Okay,
Boy,
that
you
was
see how-
impressive. Yeah.
But watch this,
However,
Cory
Steve,
Booker, looked at him.
Cory Booker talked about foreign policy, but he had such a look on his face when Beto started speaking in Spanish. Cory Booker was like, hey, I can speak Spanish too, Beto, okay?
Yeah.
You're not the only one. But
Came
anyway.
back and spoke Spanish, man.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Cory
Corey
Booker,
was
yes, he
on
did.
point last night, Uncle Steve. He really was.
Was he?
Yes.
Yeah, Tommy watched it. Yeah,
He
so
was
what do you
on.
think, Tommy?
If out of all those people up there, he is the one that shined the most. Corey was
Really?
on point. Yes.
Well, I was
Wow.
surprised,
Yes.
Steve.
No, I mean, I didn't,
Corey was on
I
it,
just
man.
think we're in trouble right now. Because we got to get this narrowed down, man.
Yeah, it's going to weed them out. The debates will
this
do
will,
just
yeah.
that. It's going to
So
start
have
weeding
they
them out.
said who they thought won the debate?
What I saw trending on social media was who spoke the most. And who
that
was
was Corey.
trending was Cory Booker and Elizabeth Warren were trending
Yeah.
the most as speaking and talking about different topics, economy, healthcare, foreign policy. Cory Booker talked about foreign policy. He talked about
Yeah,
gun
that's
control
what he
and
said,
gun
yeah.
violence. So it was kind of like that, Steve.
What about
And-
the
and the
governor
former-
of Washington? Was it Jay Inslee? Is that his name?
Yeah, he ain't going to win.
But I mean, they asked what was the biggest threat. He had something to say. I mean, last night was the night, and tonight, you got to say something to make you stand out. He said that he thought President Trump was the biggest
Oh,
threat.
that was him?
The national threat to America. I think that was him because he's a governor, right? I think that was him. But anyway, you're
Good luck on keeping up with
So was
Yeah.
Kamala on tonight?
She's tonight. Yeah, she's tonight.
Yeah, Biden is tonight. They all tonight.
Yeah, Senator Michael Bennett of Colorado, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg.
Colorado dude, he can get
Buttigieg.
on out.
Shirley, who was the former mayor in San Antonio?
From
Castro?
He did a good job.
Julian Castro. Julian.
He did a good
Yes,
job.
he was
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
good. I liked what he
Yeah.
had to say, especially about immigration and what was going on. He was he was speaking heartfelt. He was talking from the heart. He was real genuine.
Well, how did Representative Tulsi Gabbard do?
He was okay from Hawaii.
Who?
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Tulsi Gabbard. That's my point.
Steve.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
She can go and
She
get
didn't
out.
do bad, though, Junior. She didn't do
She
bad.
didn't. She didn't.
She didn't do
Well,
bad.
we ain't putting nobody in because you good talker.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta win. You gotta beat him.
Yeah.
Beat the
I
man
give a
that's in the
damn
White
about
House.
that. Hell,
That is the issue.
Roland Martin could be in it if we got for who talk good.
Yeah, he can talk good now.
And the president tweeted, boring.
Did we hear anything from Tim Ryan of Ohio?
No, everybody else was fighting to talk. Everybody else
Yeah,
was fighting
it's
to talk.
10 people up
Yeah.
there.
But I mean, you guys have to remember the last time the presidential election in 2016, there were a lot of Republican candidates. There were a lot of people on that stage.
Let me ask you this right here. Don't nobody want to answer this but me.
What?
You can ask yourself. Go ahead.
Who? Why don't y'all just go over the net? Let me tell you who ought to get out. Because who you think would be the worst? See, we're going to wind up with the worst if we don't get some of these people out of here right now.
Well, that's what the debates are for, Steve. They just
We ain't
started.
got to have these, Shirley.
What they just
But
started
we're
last
in it.
night. Yeah, you
I
gotta hear
could
what
do
the people
this.
have to say.
What
All
are
right.
you
I don't hear nothing nobody got, so I can tell you. If we don't know
Okay.
him, they ain't winning.
Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey.
Okay, he could stay in.
Former Housing Secretary Julian Castro, New York City
Man,
Mayor.
ain't nobody finna do that. Come on, man.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio.
No, they don't like him.
John Delaney, former
No,
representative
don't even know
of
who he
Maryland.
is. No.
Junior just mentioned her, Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii. She's
Bye.
Jay Inslee, governor of Washington.
Bye.
Senator Amy Klobuchar of
Girl,
Minnesota.
they can't even say her name. Ain't nobody finna do this.
She did all right
Yeah,
last night,
and-
too.
I don't care what she did. Don't nobody know these people. We got to get serious. Go ahead, Shirley.
Beto O'Rourke of
Okay,
Texas.
see, we know him. He can stay in.
Tim Ryan of Ohio, Representative
I'm
Tim
from
Ryan.
Ohio. Never heard of him.
Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts. You know
I
her.
don't really care for her, but she can stay in.
She's
'cause
got a
she-
plan. She's
yeah,
got a plan.
at least she
She
talking.
does.
Yeah, she's got a plan
Yes.
for everything.
She can stay.
says. Yeah. All right. Those were all of last night's candidates.
Okay, that's good. How many people did I say can stay? 2?
Yeah.
Corey
About
and
2.
Elizabeth. Okay, cool. All right, now, who on tonight?
Tonight,
You said
Senator
three. You said
Michael.
O'Rourke.
You said 3.
Beto.
Beto.
Yeah,
Three.
Beto.
Oh, right.
Beto.
Okay,
out
cool.
of 10.
Them 3 can stay.
All right.
The 7 gone. Come on, let's go.
Tonight, Senator Michael Bennett of Colorado.
Bye. Body passing no weed, finna be president. Bye.
South Bend Mayor Pete,
Nope. Bye.
Pete Buttigieg.
South
like
Bend.
him.
Yeah, Indiana.
He thought that was
He's
somebody.
Yeah. No.
All right, Kirsten Gillibrand of
No.
New York.
Bye.
Senator Kamala Harris of
She
California.
can stay.
Former Governor John Hickenlooper, we talked about him yesterday, of Colorado.
No, he ain't not bye.
Bernie Sanders of Vermont.
His old ass can stay.
Representative Eric Swalwell of California.
Who?
He speaks well. He's a Democrat.
Yeah. Marianne Williamson, she's an author.
No.
Andrew Yang, an entrepreneur.
Boy.
I like him, though.
And,
I like him.
And
Boy.
former VP Joe Biden.
In. Okay.
Okay.
How many did I leave in on them three?
Okay, I think Biden, Kamala, Sanders. I think that's it.
Them three and them three, that's 6. Let's go.
All right, look. Post your comments on last night's debate on Steve Harvey FM. Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. We're going to talk a little Cardi B and her brand new video. Press is out. But first, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What do you have today, Tommy?
Tombstone. That's what I got. Tombstone.
All right.
Got to get these names right on these tombstone now. Okay? Spelling ain't right. That's a big problem right there. Tombstone. Let's go.
Funeral home, it's Kendrick.
Hey, man, we got a problem with this funeral home. Let me ask y'all something. Look, y'all done messed around and put the wrong name on my auntie tombstone as well as the date, and we got a problem we got to get rectified, man. Y'all got the whole
Hold on, man. Calm down. First of all, what is your name?
My name is Reggie, man, but y'all, I can't understand a funeral home making these kind of mistakes. You know, that don't make no sense. How long have y'all even been in the business to be doing something like this?
Sir, this is a family business. We've been doing this 40-plus years.
Why y'all making mistakes like this, man?
What's the problem? What's the mistake? What mistake you think we made?
Okay, look, man. We buried my auntie 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Her name is Rosetta.
Okay.
All right. The way you spell her name is Rosetta. Y'all got Rozetta. And she was born June the 8th, 1948. Y'all got August the 6th. 1940. Y'all got the dates mixed up, and y'all got her name mixed up. And what we ain't finna do is have my auntie rested in peace with the wrong stuff on her tombstone. That don't make no sense, man.
Calm down. Bro, you keep yelling at me. There's no way I can help you if you're yelling at me. Now, I need...
Well, fix the problem then, man.
Well, I can check the paperwork. and see what the problem is. Now, if you gave me the wrong information, your family gave me the wrong information, then we just put down what we was given. And if we got to change something, we'll change it, but it's going to cost you some more money.
Oh, no, hold on. Y'all ain't, we're not paying another damn dime to that funeral home. Not another damn dime. The stuff going to get changed on this damn tombstone, and we're not paying for nothing. Now, I'm going to tell you this here. I'm going to come over there.
I'm saying we can help you out. I can help you, but if you gave me the wrong information, that's on you. I didn't do that. That's on you.
We didn't give you the wrong information. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. What is your name?
Funeral.
What is your name?
My name is Kendrick.
Okay, Kendrick. Let me tell you something. If this don't get changed by tonight, me and some of my cousins finna come out there and start digging up bodies.
Y'all not coming over here and digging up nothing. Y'all, this is my family. You gonna disrespect my family and come over here and you gonna dig up what?
We gonna dig up some bodies if y'all don't get this rectified on my tombstone.
It's not gonna be none of that. I'm not having you coming over here. We gonna fix the problem. I'm gonna check the paperwork, and I can get back to you. That's what I can do. But you ain't digging up nothing.
If y'all ain't fixed this thing on my tombstone by this evening, me and my cousin is coming out there digging up some of them damn dead bodies until y'all get this damn thing fixed.
Ain't gonna be nobody coming over here and digging up nothing. Wait a minute. Listen. Hold on. See.
What?
Now I'm getting excited too. Calm, man. Let me just talk to you like a man. Listen. What I'm saying to you is that the family fills out the paperwork, puts the name and the birth date on there. If it is incorrect and has to be fixed, I have to call the man out here to fix it. And that's going to cost some money. I have to pay him. So all I'm saying is, if that is the case, if the paperwork is incorrect, it's not on us, and I'm going to have to charge you a little extra money just so I can get it taken care of.
I'm not going to get charged nothing. We ain't got no more money, man. We ain't got no more money. Y'all charge us an arm and a leg to bury my honey. We time, Mr. Kendrick. If I don't see a child, I'm coming out there this evening to look at my Annie Tombstone. I'm coming out there. Now, if the date and the name ain't fixed, I promise you, so help me, I'm finna start digging up about it, and if your ass is out there, I'm gonna put you in one of them holes that I done dug up.
Man, I tell you what, Reggie, you're not gonna put me in no hole, man. Like I say, I'm trying to talk to you and tell you what the deal is and how we will get this fixed. Ain't nobody coming out here and digging up nothing. I have to call somebody to get it fixed.
I bet you I'm digging up a hole and I'm putting your in it if you don't fix my Annie Tombstone.
Then we both is going in the damn hole. That's what's gonna happen.
No, we both going in there then. Because somebody, y'all done mess around and put the wrong date. Y'all done spelled my Annie name wrong and everything. All of that.
Man, I don't even answer the damn phone. Let my uncle get it. Listen, Reggie.
What?
Reggie,
What do you
we're
want?
not gonna fix nothing. Me and you yelling at each other, we mean. We don't do this. Yelling at each other is not gonna fix the problem. I still have to do a step here. I have to look at this paperwork.
So when is you gonna look at it then?
Reggie, if you keep yelling, I don't even have time to even go over this paperwork. Every time I get ready to look at something, you yelling in my ear.
Okay, well, let me say this to you one more time. Matter of fact, I'm finna come out there right now. That's what I'm finna do.
You know what, Reggie? Come on then. I try to talk nice to your tell you what to do. I told you that this is a family business, and you disrespected me. Man, you. You come out here, you ain't no cousin. We both going to whole day. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. See, I got you nice. I'm going out there in just a minute. You don't even know how to lift your kid.
Well, you need to know that my is on my way, because I guarantee you, y'all gonna change it. I could bring your
in. Bring your you ain't your cousin. Who else the gonna call? I dig up both 7 holes out this day.
I bet you when they get ready to spell Kendrick on the tombstone, I bet you they won't spell that wrong.
Oh, baby, come on, you. You ain't your cousin.
Well, I got something else I need to tell you.
What the else you got to say?
I said, is you listening to me, Kendrick?
What the you have to say, Reggie?
I got to say this. This is nephew Tommy. You just got pranked by your secretary with.
No.
You alright?
Man. You, Tommy. How about that? Damn.
Hey,
man. You got me, man. Man, I wasn't even supposed to be in here today. Damn, I knew something was funny.
Oh, man. You alright now?
Yeah, you got me, but I was going to dig a hole for your today, trying to tell you.
All right, hey, man, I got to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm trying to figure out, do I want nephew Tommy or do I want Thomas W. Miles II? And then in quotations, nephew Tommy, or do I want...
Yeah, what is this for?
For my tombstone. I don't know what I want on mine.
I was thinking like something like Dumb or Dumber. Left and right.
I have purchased 2 plots so that me and you can be side by side. I know you want to be next to me.
Oh, that's nice, Tommy.
Okay.
Well, look at that family.
Yeah, that's
See,
nice.
that's family right there.
Hey, man. Put your family next to you that care about you. Put
You
your
don't
wife
want to
in
lie
there.
next to me through eternity?
Listen to me. Put somebody next to you that care about you, your wife.
But on that other side...
Because I don't care nothing about you. You know, they'll be a long time behind you, but portray one of them when they day comes.
I need you next to me. Something might happen. We might get up. You never know.
Who might get up? I don't want to be next to you because you might. I'm not saying you will, but you might go to hell.
My God.
You don't know where he goes.
I ain't really sure right now some of this ignorant mess he done said. So I don't want to be over there.
I ain't saying this is, but you might.
You're stupid, Steve.
Peter at the
Coming
gate
up,
talking about here's Uncle Neff. No, just Neff.
all right, guys. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. We'll see what Cardi B is up to right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, Cardi B's latest video, Press, is guaranteed to get some press. That's because Cardi's video is full of provocative imagery, okay?
Really?
Cardi is rocking lingerie. She's smoking a cigarette holding a gun.
Do we have this on file? Anybody have
Why
it?
is you at?
Videos out.
I mean, we can't. So we can look at it. We want to be able to comment on it, what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Just type it in right now. Press Cardi B video.
Okay, thank you.
It's like you can't do that. That's just in the first 30 seconds when she's doing all of this, okay? The rest of the video, listen to this, Steve. The rest of the video is Cardi naked and rapping while standing over dozens of naked, bloody bodies.
She didn't kill some people naked? What is that about?
It was more than it was more like a mini movie than an actual music video.
I like naked, but I don't want to be dead. Tell me what's happening.
Well, watch it and see.
Yeah, I thought you were getting ready to pull it up. Yeah.
It was kind of,
it's a bit much.
You know, mini movie, you know, what they used to do back in the day with videos, you know,
Michael Jackson,
the storyline and telling the story. It was a lot, though.
Killing people naked. I mean, everybody do walk down the street. That was nice. Why you got to kill some people, though?
We didn't say she killed them.
Okay.
Not the ones that are naked, but her cellmate. I want to give it all away. Yeah, at the end. Yeah.
Well, you ought to be if you kill all them people.
How stupid are you?
Hey, I just watched the opening. Okay.
That's the first 30 seconds.
Is it worth looking at, Junior?
Yeah, Tom, it's a little different.
Send me the link.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay, it's a little different. I don't know where we're going.
Steve, you look quiet.
He can't talk about naked. He's famous.
He said, I can't find it.
I can't find a damn thing on the internet.
Just type in Cardi B and press video will come up. Yeah.
So anyway, she's going to get a lot of press about this video for sure.
Well, isn't that the objective, though?
Well,
to get press?
Well, she's gotten a lot with the court case and all of that.
That ain't what she wants, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's what she's talking about, though, in the song, pretty much, too, about that.
Okay, they dancing naked, too.
You
see it?
Yeah. I wonder if the judge done seen that.
That's a video. It's a music video.
Okay, there's more entertainment news. Eric Trump, the president's son, claims he was a victim of a politically motivated spitting attack at a Chicago bar. He was leaving the upscale cocktail bar when he says an employee spit on him. The attacker was immediately apprehended by Secret Service. Ooh, that's not what you want. Wow. He's the vice president of the Trump Organization. He says it was purely a disgusting act by someone who clearly has emotional problems. He then took aim at Democrats, adding, for a party that preaches tolerance, this once again demonstrates that they have very little civility. When somebody is sick enough to resort to spitting on someone, it just emphasizes a sickness and desperation. And the fact that we are winning.
Who said that?
This is Trump's son, Eric.
Man, that's not Democrats.
What does that have to do with the Democrats?
The political party. What does that have to do with somebody that spit on you?
Was it Democratic spit? Well, I mean, really. Come on, dude. Come on now. Yeah, that's a stretch. It's really.
I don't condone nobody spitting on nobody.
Yeah, that is nasty.
I don't care what political party you belong
to.
Okay. You're not gonna spit on.
It's just nasty. It is. All right, Steve, we got to switch gears here and take it to the headlines, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. Here we go. Democrats held their first presidential candidates debate in Miami last night. This one featured 10 White House hopefuls, with the other 10 to face the cameras later on tonight. Last night's lineup included Mayor de Blasio from New York, Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey, Senator Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts, Beto O'Rourke from Texas, and Senator Julian Castro also from Texas. There was mostly agreement on everything, but things did turn up a bit on the subject of health care between Beto O'Rourke, Mayor Bill de Blasio, and Senator Cory Booker.
Choice is fundamental to our ability to get everybody care for.
Private insurance is not working for tens of millions of Americans. When you talk about the co-pays, the deductibles, the premiums, the out-of-pocket expenses.
Healthcare is not just a human right. It should be an American right. And I believe the best way to get there is Medicare for all.
We'll see what happens tonight. The debate platform will feature Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Kirsten Gillibrand, Joe Biden, and southbound Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who, by the way, is embroiled in the kind of problem that could sink him with black Democratic voters. To see a white cop in his city shot and killed a 54-year-old black man last week named Eric Logan in a parking lot. The cop initially said he shot Mr. Logan because he had a knife and didn't respond to repeated orders to drop the knife. Later, he says he shot the man because he threw the knife at him. Problem is both his dash cam and body cam were turned off, so the community is suspicious. Also, 7 years ago, turns out Buttigieg fired the city's first black police chief amid allegations that he had illegally recorded calls of senior white officers where they used a lot of racist slurs. Again, Buttigieg fired the black chief instead of the racist white officers. No real surprise, the GOP-dominated U.S. Senate has rejected a $4.5 billion bill, which the majority Democrat-controlled House of Representatives passed yesterday to help address conditions at the southern border, conditions which Vermont Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy found absolutely intolerable.
Like the rest of the country, I read in horror the reports from a border facility in Clinton, Texas, where the children were unbathed, where sickness was spreading, and where infants were being cared for by other young kids in custody, barely old enough to care for themselves. No child, no matter where they're from, deserves to live in such conditions.
So Senate Republicans have put their own measure out. It's less restrictive and would provide $4.6 billion to address the situation. While we're on the subject, employees of the Boston-based furniture company Wayfair staged a walkout yesterday to protest the fact that Wayfair sold a bunch of furniture to the immigration folks at the southern border. Hundreds of workers marched yesterday from the company's headquarters to a local park. They were chanting and stuff. This all took place after a Wayfair worker discovered a $200,000 sale of beds to an immigrant detention center in Texas. They say they don't want their product used like that. Finally, today is National Get to Know and Love Yourself.
When I say I'm in love, you best believe I'm in love, L-U-V.
And now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Carmelo Anthony addresses rumors suggesting he's cheating on Lala. Pictures of Carmelo lying out on a yacht near a woman in a swimsuit surfaced, and then the rumors started that Carmelo was not only cheating on Lala, but on her birthday. Take a listen to Carmelo. Right
so I'm going to address this one time and one time only, and I'm really only addressing it for my family. Keep my family out this, man. I'm over here trying to do my business retreat. I'm over here trying to have a good time. I'm on the boat with some friends. Them people are married, man. They don't got nothing to do with anything. Y'all trying to y'all exposing somebody's wife, y'all exposing somebody's kids, all that. Like, come on. Leave that alone, man. That ain't cool. Now, I got to deal with that. I got to deal with that with my son. I got to deal with that with my wife. That ain't cool, man. That's not cool at all. Let them people live. All them blogs that's trying to put that out there, that's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. Let that family be their family. They married. Let them people be them people. Man, them people some real discreet people, man. Y'all put them people out there like that. They don't be in the world like that.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, man, you get tired of that, man. I ain't mad at the dude, man. Sometimes you do want to say something.
You said a fight goes with that.
You know, look, I ain't seen no video or nothing. I don't even care. I'm not about the destruction of somebody.
Yeah. I remember.
Especially you comment and you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I remember, Steve, a long time ago when they first started coming out, you said cell phones was the worst invention ever.
It's the worst. It's nothing more damaging.
Especially if you're a celebrity.
Yeah, I just need him to lay on the other side of that boat. Don't lay on the other side. Don't lay where you was. Wherever you was laying, it must not be a good place to lay. Lay on the other side.
But it seems like him and Lala are working things out. They have a son. They have a family.
I thought they got back together.
Yeah. Dang.
Well, that's why he said what he said. Because they are back together, and he's protecting his. He said he was protecting his family. You know, Lala was in the audience at the BET Awards with her son, Cayenne. Yeah, they were right there. So, you know, let people work out their differences. Let them work it out.
People are not happy. I don't understand why nobody can't root for nobody no more.
Yeah.
Look, man, this is a family of people that's trying to have something. Mm-hmm. Everything you see don't deserve. It's not your business.
Nope.
It's not your business. And then you putting these other people out here like this, man. It's so much that goes with a lot of the stuff that people put out. People don't care about anybody's family, man. These people have children, man. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all, man. Let's just try to understand. If it were you, would you want it to happen to you? I wouldn't be over there. Well, but that picture may not be nothing about what you said.
Yeah, that's the issue. It's not them. They're hating. Yeah. All right, listen, coming up at 34 after the hour, here's a question for you guys. What's the worst punishment you've ever gotten from your spouse or your partner? Really? We're going to ask.
What?
We'll put it on the table. What's the worst punishment you've ever gotten from your spouse? We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here's the question. What's the worst punishment you've ever gotten from your partner? Check this out. In England, a woman discovered her husband was cheating on her, so she sold his prized collection of soccer memorabilia for about $6. Okay, that was fine. $6. This was extreme punishment, according to her husband, because the collection was actually worth about $56,000. She sold it for $6.
Wait a minute. It was how
mad.
much?
It was worth $56,000. She sold it because she was mad for $6.
Because she
You get
discovered
it?
he was cheating.
He was
on
cheating.
Her.
Yeah.
So she
That's
punished
cold,
him by
man.
selling. Yeah.
That's cold.
No, I think it's justified. Actually, yeah, I'm with her. 100%.
It don't.
Hey, he was cheating.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
it.
Shirley, how you know?
What do you mean? How do I know? That's the story. I just read it.
We don't know the
I
lady
just
that
told
wrote
you
this.
that.
We don't know her.
Oh, whatever, guys. Whatever.
You gonna take $50,000 out the house?
She should have sold. She should have given it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all
You evil.
We're evil, aren't we? Yeah.
Carla.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Well, her husband gets a pass. He was cheating.
We don't know that for sure.
We do. This is all we have to go by
How
right
I know
here.
you didn't write it, Shirley.
We know one thing. He ain't got no soccer
Yeah,
memorabilia.
that's
I
what we do
that.
know.
Y'all know that's wrong, though. It's no, you could have
No.
done
He
something
did
else.
what's wrong.
You could have
Wait
done
a
something
minute.
else.
Something else like what? Divorce him?
That'd been nice.
That'd have been cheaper.
You don't get to cheat and
me my
decide the
damn soccer
punishment.
ball.
What you selling the picture for?
Because she wanted to get him. He hurt her, so she just retaliated. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
See, he don't know how to get out of that. But that's all right.
Oh, he should have been lying. He should have lied, shouldn't he have?
No, you
Tom?
just got to be able to say something that's gonna be compelling.
Okay,
you know
what?
I'm saying?
Like what? Give me an example. Like what?
Like if I'd have gotten get in a jam like that, I'd have just looked my wife dead in the eyes and said, you know what? I need to get baptized again because the last one is weighing off of me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
That's
You know,
That's a good one.
Oh, I would have been in your closet looking for something else of yours
Yeah.
to sell.
That's
If
good.
you
Go
ain't-
Go
Yeah.
spiritual on it, T. That's good.
go spiritual.
Yeah.
You
That's
just needed
stupid, Junior.
you needed a re-up on the baptism
Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
you, Junior?
dog.
What would you have said to get out of it?
to get. Okay, explain to everybody what he's getting out of.
He's getting out of cheating. I mean, he's trying to lie so his wife won't give his stuff away because he cheated.
Got that.
Yeah.
First of all, I just told her I just got into porno.
Into what?
Porno. I just got in. That was my
Yeah,
first
so-
job. You go.
And you was at practice.
I lost my job now.
Oh, you're a porn star now? You
my
weren't
first
cheating?
job. No,
you know,
that
you-
was my first
You were
job.
working. You were
now
at
you
work.
over here. Now you done pissed her off. Now she leave. Now I can't work no more. There go our check.
All right. Okay.
Oh, so it's
Come-
unemployment is
Yeah.
my fault.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, to the master we go now. Yes. All right, Steve, come on. What would
do
you
you
have
need?
done? What would you have done to get out of it?
Oh yeah. Oh, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
she-
rides
I
that one
love
out.
that.
Oh,
That
this
all-
wife doesn't know her husband at this point. She doesn't know you.
Wasn't me. I don't know who you thought you saw.
So
But
she
it
was
wasn't me.
mistaken. She
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
her husband. Is that
Right.
what you're trying
You
to
guys
say?
have been married
I
for.
don't know who you saw.
I saw
But
you.
it wasn't me.
It was you.
I was not there.
Yes,
love it.
you
I
were.
couldn't have been there because I was here.
You can say it how you want to say
Yeah.
it.
No,
but it was
you ain't listening. I said
I am listening.
it wasn't me. You gonna throw all this out the window on something you ain't see?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And all your stuff with it. Yeah.
It's all on
Any more
eBay.
questions?
It
Yeah.
don't have
It's
to be
all
like
on
that.
eBay.
No, offer up. Let go.
Throw it out.
He gonna say it in a strong way.
Yeah.
Like it makes a difference.
Right. Cheating is cheating. You don't get a pass for that. Sorry.
God gonna punish you.
Yeah.
Oh! What
Well, in
about
the
you?
meantime, I'm going to punish you in the meantime.
Love it, all love it.
All right, listen, up next, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, somebody has a secret admirer. But right now, the nephew in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, earlier, last hour, I played Tombstone for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this right here is, can I borrow your freezer? Can I borrow your
That's the same? Yeah, I'm confused.
Well, let me explain it to you. I am the funeral director.
Yeah.
And we have run out of space.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
And I need a freezer. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I need a freezer. We can't let
fascinated
this
with
body get warm. We can't let this body get warm. We got to keep it cold. Here, Cat, let's go.
Allied Equipment, this is Trina. How can I help you?
I'm trying to reach Dale. Dale's the manager, right?
Yes, Dale is the manager. How can I help you?
Okay. Is Dale available? Is he there?
He's actually with a customer. Is there something that I can help you with or pass along a message?
Okay, so y'all Allied Equipment, what exactly do y'all have there? I'm going to make sure I'm calling the right place.
Oh, yes, of course. It's a restaurant supply company. So we have, everything from freezers, refrigerators to your basic restaurant supplies.
Okay. Well, y'all do have freezers because that's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I've run out of freezer space, and I'm trying to see if possibly, my back is up against the wall right now. I'm trying to see if I can possibly put something in one of you all's freezers for a couple of days until I get freed up on this end. So that's why I wanted to see if you guys would allow me to do something like that. Is that possible?
Sir, sorry, I'm a little confused. You don't want to buy a freezer. You just want to put something in one of our freezers?
I just want to put something in there for a couple of days because I have a freezer, but mine is completely full, and I'm trying to see if I can put something in you all's freezer until, for a couple of days, and then I'll come back and get it.
I'm so sorry. We don't do that. If you wanted to come by and purchase a freezer, I'm happy to help you, but we don't allow outside vendors to put things in our freezers. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I was told if Dale would hear what was going on, he might be able to help me though.
Okay. You said your name was Kevin?
Kevin.
Okay, Kevin. If you just hold a moment, I will see if Dale can take your call.
That's what the hell I asked in the first place, is to speak to Dale.
Okay, then. Hold on a moment, please.
Hey, this is Dale. How can I help you?
Hey, Dale, how you doing? This is Kevin, and
hey.
I've been on the phone with your salesperson, but let me tell you what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to use you have a lot of walk-in freezers that you all sell, right?
Right, we do, yep.
Okay. So what I got is my freezer is completely full, man, and my back is against the wall. You came highly recommended to give you a call. Is it possible for me to I need to keep something frozen for a few days. It's only going to be like 2 days. My freezer will be half empty in a couple of days. I just need somebody to just kind of help me out here. Is it possible for me to bring something over there to keep it frozen for a couple of days?
What we got is a showroom, with different displays so you could see what different kind of refrigerators look in your restaurant. But, I mean, if you want to come and take a look at one, I could have you in if you're interested in buying one. But they're just there for show,
Right. No, I have a cooler. I have a freezer already, but like I say, mine is just full. In a couple of days, it won't be, and I really got to get this stuff on frozen, man. I'm gonna be in trouble. Like I say, I'm my back against the wall over here, man, and I can't remember who recommended you, but you came highly recommended that you might be able to show me a little love on this.
Look, I guess it comes down. It depends on what do you need. How much do you have that you need frozen? I mean, I don't even know what you got.
Well, I got 3 bodies that I need to get to keep frozen, man. We run a mortuary over here. This is Bozeman Mortuary. Yeah, we got 3
people bodies.
Yeah, we got 3 bodies and like I say, my freezer's full, man. But in a couple of days, these bodies, the funerals would have happened, so we'll be freed up, But right now, I got 3 bodies coming in today that I got to get in the freezer.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your damn mind?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, bro. So, like I said, you came highly recommended, and I'm just trying to get somebody to show me a little love. Man, you got those freezers. You don't have nothing in them. I just need it for a couple of days.
You got to be out of your mind. We're not talking about ice. This isn't chicken wings or a pork shoulder. These are people. You are out of your mind, man.
But listen to me, Dale. Dale, listen to me. You don't understand how serious this is. I have to keep them frozen. That's the reason why I'm calling you. I'm needing your help, man.
Yeah, I understand that. Look, if you want to, I'll have you come in. You buy your own freezer. You can put your own bodies in your own freezer. How am I supposed to show off my showroom with frozen bodies in the freezer?
But just don't show that one for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Don't show it. Or we'll just you know what? Here's what we could do. We could put the bodies in there, just cover them up, and people won't know what it is.
Yeah, and then I get a buyer that comes in and the cover falls off it, and I got a frozen dead body in my freezer. Is that even legal?
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is, here's the deal, man. You came highly recommended. They told me that you would probably show me some love. I'm actually, getting ready to load up and come your way.
Dude, you keep those dead bodies away from my store. I'm telling you right now. I can't hook you up on this one, all right? I just can't do it.
Okay, but we finna load up and come that way, though, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what am I supposed to do?
I have you know what? You want to come talk to me. You want to buy a freezer for yourself, and you want to freeze your dead bodies on your own. I don't care. I'll sell you a freezer. I got no problem with selling you a freezer, but you're not bringing the bodies here. It's just not happening.
So if Alonzo calls you and green lights it, is it okay then?
I highly doubt Alonzo's going to call me and tell me to put 3 dead bodies on our showroom floor freezers. I highly doubt that.
Okay. But guess what Alonzo told me?
What did Alonzo tell you?
Alonzo told me to give you a call. He told me to give you a prank phone call. This is never Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on. Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Get
sir.
out
Yes,
of
sir.
here. That's incredible. Oh, I'm having my chest hurts. Oh, jeez, that guy.
Oh, you just got pranked by your GM, baby. That's what's happening right here. All right, man, give me one more thing. You got to tell me this right here, Dale. What is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
It is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, my friend.
See what I'm saying?
No.
Are you obsessed about death?
He's
you want to be
morbid.
I don't know
right
what
now.
it is. I just, just here lately, I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, stick around for a while, okay? We're not ready for you to leave here yet.
I'm not ready to leave here. I'm just saying.
It sounds like it.
Hey, Shirley.
Funeral rehearsals and all this.
You've been getting a little feisty here lately, Shirley.
Well, you're talking about funeral rehearsals and all this.
She's sick of you.
Yeah.
That ain't feistiness. That's sick of you.
So in the words of one of my ain't, I'm worse. That's what you said. I'm worse.
Yeah, you was worse.
As hell.
All I want to do is borrow freeze. I'm the funeral director. Let's
put a dead body in?
Yes, until we get freed up over here. We ain't got no more space.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Wow.
Dead bodies need love and space too, okay?
That's right.
We can't bury these people every day. This funeral ain't till next week.
That's right. How much longer we got to this? That's right.
Go along with this.
So you tired of it too now?
Yeah, I'm tired of this. Right
Steve, you know your patience and nerves are
Bingo.
short.
And stupidity gets up in a lot faster.
All right. Listen, thank you, nephew, and thank you, Steve, for that, okay? Coming up next, it's the Strawberry Letter. Subject, somebody has a secret admirer. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter, okay? We could get your letter, and we could be reading it live on the air. Did I almost say, and we'd be reading it, and we will read it live on the air, just like we're going to read this one, okay?
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, somebody has a secret admirer. Dear Steve and Shirley, I really need your advice for this issue I'm having. I have fallen for someone that I've never met in person. I have heard him speak almost every day, and I'm not sure if he is single, but I would love to meet him in person. I am single and ready to mingle with him if he is available. This guy makes my toes curl when I hear his voice, and the icing on the cake is that he is very funny and quite handsome. I have been single and abstinent for 5 years by choice. I have been focusing on my daughters, and I'm writing a book about my family, and it will be coming out soon. I actually met a guy at Essence Fest one year when you guys were in New Orleans doing a radio show, and I liked him a lot, but he got married on me. I kept hoping you guys come back. What?
Go ahead.
I kept hoping you guys come back to the Essence Fest so I can talk to you in person about my new crush. I live on the West Bank, so I'm not far from downtown. It would be a great time to talk to you about my crush, and maybe you, Shirley, or Steve could introduce me to my crush. Wow. I'm not sure if you figured it out or not, but Junior is my crush.
Cool.
I don't want to remain silent and let Junior slip away from me, too. So I'm writing you to find out if Junior is single and if he plans to be in New Orleans anytime soon.
We'll get him down there next week.
If he's got a girl and not interested, then can you please tell me the best way to meet a good man like him?
Wait a minute.
I like the way he handles his business, and he seems like... I like the way he handles his business, and he seems like a good family man. Or is this a totally crazy way to meet a man? Do I need to change my approach? Please help. Aw, this is so sweet. This is so sweet. I love this.
And it's a hot climate too, Junior.
Yeah, and yes, Junior is all the things you said in the letter. He's a kind person. He's single. He's got a great job. Junior works out. He's single. He's very funny. You're right about that. He's fun to be around when we hang out. He's fun. He's the life of the party.
Did you just write notes on me?
And did I mention, yes, he's single? And you asked if he was available. Yes, he's available. Yes. He told me he frequents New Orleans because I asked him. Didn't I ask you, Junior?
You did, but I didn't know it was about the letter.
And he said he likes New Orleans, the West Bank in particular. So this could work out, you guys. I'm so excited right now.
We need a picture first.
Yes, I know. We got to find out these things.
We ain't talking about that like that. I'm sorry, Carla. We need a damn picture. I'm sorry.
This is, to answer your question, this is a very good way to meet people. Yes, it is. I can give you Junior's number, his availability. What? I know his schedule.
Go, Shirley.
Yeah, and by the
You're
way,
not giving her a damn thing.
By the way, he is a good man.
I got this.
Junior is a good man. He's a very good man. He loves his family. He's a good family man. I love the way he handles his business. He will handle it. And this is just wonderful. I'm so excited. Oh,
what?
Junior, yeah. Steve?
Shirley, you was over there writing notes.
Yes.
All right, listen to me.
Junior's my
Now,
friend.
we're going to read this like as we go in order, like we don't know this, Junior.
Okay, thank you.
I need your advice for the issue I'm having. I've fallen for someone that I have never met in person. Okay. How you done fell for somebody you ain't even met yet? I've heard him speak almost every day. I'm not sure if he's single, but I would love to meet him. I'm single and ready to mingle. This guy makes my toes curl when I hear his voice.
Sure.
What?
Yes.
Hey, what?
I love this.
His voice make your toes curl.
Yes.
What? Hey, everybody. What the hell?
I'm shocked too.
I'm shocked too.
Junior,
and your toes curl. I'm shocked too. What is your toes curling with his voice? And the icing on the cake is he's very funny and quite handsome.
All of the above.
So she's seen him.
It's not for you.
I'm just talking to the lady, Shirley. But obviously you have. you've been single and abstinent for 5 years. Now that's another problem. What we ain't finna do is go in here and wrestle now. And if I go in here and, trying to, pry open the tuna can, we need a can with a key on it.
Like
we
Spam?
need a Spam can with the key on it.
Yeah.
Now, I've been focusing on my daughters, and I've written a book about your family to be coming out soon. Don't nobody know your family. It's a crazy person. I actually met a guy at Essence one year while you was in New Orleans doing the radio show, and I liked him a lot. But he got married on me.
Who is that?
That's just some dude. Probably might have been Tommy.
I think
it's Tommy.
Yeah,
I kept asking you guys come back to the Essence so I can talk to you in person about this crush. I live on the West Bank, so I ain't far from downtown. Be a great time to talk to you about my crush. Maybe Shirley, you or Steve. Steve not gonna talk to you about Junior.
I'm your girl.
Cause Junior like little nephew, and I had to watch over him.
He's my brother. I love
Could
him.
you introduce me to my crush? We could, but like Tommy said, we're gonna need some evidence of who you are.
All right, listen, Steve, hang
you ain't
on.
catfishing nobody on this show.
Hang on, Steve, for part 2. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, someone has a secret admirer. Woo-hoo. We'll be right back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry
Well, the
Letters.
recap
Subject.
is simple, Shirley. This girl got a crush on Junior.
Yeah. So
She
sweet.
said some things in this letter that this guy makes my toes curl when I hear his voice. Junior?
Huh?
Right there.
That
right
voice
there?
right there?
Yeah.
That's what's doing it.
They under her heel right now.
Junior.
Boy,
Oh, my God.
I'm single and ready to mingle.
Mm-hmm.
I've been focused on my daughters, and I'm writing a book about my family, and it'll be coming out soon. You live on the West Bank. You ain't far from downtown. Be great to talk to you about my crush, and maybe you, Shirley, or Steve, could introduce me to my crush. I'm not sure if you figured it out or not, but my crush is Junior.
Aw.
And when you got to this line right here, my mouth fell open.
What?
Because I keep going back to just sound of his voice just make my toes curl. And then I heard this Junior, and then I threw the whole damn letter off. So I'm writing you to find out if Junior's single. Yes, Junior is single. If he plans to be in New Orleans anytime soon. Are you going to be in New Orleans this year, Junior?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I'm be down there.
Now, I like the way he handles his business, and he seems like a good family man. Or is this total crazy way? It's not a crazy way. But Tommy going to give you some information. We need a picture.
Yeah, it's Tommy's.
We need a full body picture, too.
Oh, yeah, full body. Front and back and
All
side.
this from your chin and up. We don't need that.
Because she's not catfishing anyone on
Zoomed
this
in
show.
real close. You ain't catfishing nobody on this show.
And a baby picture.
And a baby picture.
Baby picture, why?
Because we need to see what you grew into.
And I need a time code. I need your passport. Because at least we'll know that's at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Tommy's Tips 2003 at yahoo.com. TOMMYS TIPS. TIPS 2003 at yahoo.com. Tommy's Tips 2003. Send us your picture.
You
baby.
still got that damn website.
Oh, there's some stuff on there.
And what celebrity would you most likely look like? We need to know that, too. Send that in with the picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nail Carter.
Steve.
Hey, judging from
Give
the
me
letter,
a break,
let me ask
I
a
sure
question, though.
did,
But
sir.
judging from the letter, could you give me a profile? What type of person we dealing with?
Yeah. Ask me a series of questions and I'll answer it according. Shirley, just ask me any questions you want to know, and I'm gonna give you the answers to help you understand who you're dealing with.
Okay, so she's heard the radio show. She wants us to come down and do the radio show again. She lives close to downtown. She lives in the West Bank. What does that mean?
Well, she hard. No, you can't come up out of it and don't be hard now.
Well, Tasha is from the West Bank. My husband
Yeah.
from the West
Yeah,
Bank.
West Bank. You gotta have it together. What else?
Okay.
Any kind of.
Is it a good thing that she's been concentrating on her daughters?
That's a very, very good thing. That's
Okay.
also a distraction. That means ain't nothing been happening.
Yeah. What about the fact that she's been abstinent for a while, celibate?
That's scary. 5 years.
And why is that scary, Steve?
Well, I need, I ain't nobody.
Shut up.
Come on,
Now, you absent by choice or just ain't nobody said nothing?
absent.
You just absent.
I'm getting ready to leave.
Nah, see,
Come on,
you know,
come on, huh?
Or it's when you in the room, don't nobody see you. You appear to be absent.
Here we go back.
All right, go ahead. Next question.
Does it appear to you, is this a red flag if at first it seems like she wanted Tommy and now that he's taken, she changed to Junior? Is that an area of concern, a red
Well,
flag?
the frightening thing is I'm the
you?
only one left.
I think she wanted you before me.
I
I'm tell you
think
right
so
now.
too, Tommy.
No,
I think so too.
Ain't no need to want me. I'm unwantable.
Unwantable.
Yeah.
Making up.
Yeah, I ain't even wantable.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened all of a sudden that now she's single and ready to mingle?
Well, you know, it's been 5 years, and you know, after a while, you got to look at yourself and go, "I need to do something."
So write a strawberry letter.
Yeah, I need to do something.
And what's the problem with the line? I know what the problem. I think I know that he makes her toes curl when she hears his voice.
Junior has a lot of toe curling moments in his life, so you know.
You'll see that
But
on the
if y'all
picture.
go skiing, his damn toes will curl up too, cause he gonna be too cold.
Oh, I like how you went through the back door on that.
See how I like that? Came around, so it just y'all be sitting up there and both y'all toes be curled up.
Well, don't you think it's cool that that she thinks he's very funny and quite handsome? That's
He
a
is
nice-
very, very funny. Now, Junior not handsome.
Yeah.
Junior's not handsome. Junior not
Well,
handsome.
I know I'm not handsome, but am
Junior, don't take that.
I'm
bait.
okay. I'm okay looking.
Yeah, but you're her.
I'm not
ugly
even
with
sure
him.
about that. I'm not even really sure about that. Yeah,
She
I'm
thinks
not
you're
really
quite
sure.
handsome, though, Junior.
She saw him. She was in the back of the room. We was at Essence.
We didn't have no straight look.
Yeah, she was way in the back.
It was packed, Steve.
Yeah, 38 rows back. You squinting.
Well, does this speak to her mental? I've fallen for someone that I've never met in person.
This is flat out Junebug crazy person here.
Well, I like the fact, and what do you think, Steve, that if he's got a girl and not interested, tell her the best way to meet a man. She's moving on.
No, she all right.
She ain't got no
No,
time.
Junior's available, but we need a picture. Tell him the website to send it to Tommy.
Tommy's Tips 2003 at yahoo.com. Tommy's Tips 2003 at yahoo.com. We're going to get to the bottom of this today.
All right, our girl Sheryl Underwood is coming up at 46 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, Carla's reality update. But right now, it is our girl from the talk, the one and only. Come on, Steve.
Shirley Underwood.
Thank you, Steve Harvey. And you know what? I am so excited to be talking to y'all at this time because I was up all night long watching the debates. But before I say anything, I need you to go get some tickets to see me July 5th and 6th at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. We had so much fun at the Columbus, Ohio Funny Bone. We had a good time, so we keep having fun all over the country. Zeta, Sigmas, everybody coming out there to see me and everything. So the crowds is off the chain. And then we do talk politics, you know, when you come out and see me in the comedy club. But I crack them jokes, and I just have so much fun. So I'm happy that y'all coming out. While we shouting people out, shout out to my Zeta Soros Phi Theta Zeta chapter, sponsoring the Pacific Region Conference opening program tonight. Tommy, you know the Kappa's going to be there. You know
Yes, sir. Sweet
the
dudes.
Kappa's looking sharp, gonna be there. For Jade Brown, you know the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma gonna be there. So then after we all come together as Greek letter organizations, black Greek letter organizations at our conference, we need to get everybody ready to fill out them census forms, go to the polls in 2020, because the largest voting block is the non-voter, and we need to take souls to the polls. Did y'all watch the debate? Did y'all watch the debate?
Yeah, we watched it. What you
Ooh.
thought, Cheryl? What you think about it?
Okay, let me tell you what I thought, Carla for Rails. They asked Elizabeth Warren too many damn questions.
Okay.
They seemed like they was catering to her. I didn't like that, Juniors. I mean, I know she's supposed to be what they looking for, but she can't do it. If you don't know how to answer the "Are you Indian?" question on the Breakfast Club, you can't be president of the United States. Every black person on this show have been told we got Indian in us. We just didn't put it on no job application, get no student loan off of it. The little boy John Delaney, the congressman out of Maryland, they didn't let him say nothing.
He didn't get to talk at all.
Did you see him jumping up and down, Tommy?
He was mad.
He was trying to get in the conversation. Beto and Corey speaking Spanish, that sounded wonderful.
Yes.
But that daggone Julian Castro was molly-whopping people. He looked presidential, or at least vice presidential. But the biggest laugh of the night was when Washington State Governor Jay Inslee said, what is the biggest threat to security in the United States? He said, Donald Trump. Then the crowd went wild. The crowd went wild. So check it out tonight. Check out the debate tonight. Then we got to get ready to take souls to the polls. And then after tonight, then they go to Detroit, Michigan. You know that's going to be good because the brothers and sisters going to be wearing Maury's and finger waves in the audience. I'm going to have Steve Harvey.
All right, Cheryl, thank you, girl. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's Carla's reality update right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, let's go.
Let's go. Get ready. She is here. It's Carla Farrell with what? Reality update.
All right, thank you, nephew. Here we go. We're going to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. So Monique had a rainbow baby shower. So, Shirley, have you ever heard of that? Like, what is a rainbow baby?
No, not before she explained it on the show. And I saw it when she explained it. But no, I'd never heard of it before that.
Me neither. So, for those of you all that don't know, a rainbow baby is a baby that's born after a miscarriage, or a stillborn baby, or it's called a rainbow baby because it symbolizes healing and hope. Like a rainbow after a crazy, scary storm. So that's why it's called. Yeah, and I had no idea. So if that's the case, I have a rainbow baby, Tasha.
Yeah.
Tasha's my rainbow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I suffered a miscarriage, so who knew? But anyway, that was really inspiring to watch that baby shower, and all of her friends and family, they were there. So Giselle and Robin, they didn't make it to the shower, but Monique's mother-in-law, her name is Miss Shirley, and she decided to apologize, Steve, to her daughter-in-law, because Miss Shirley and Monique, they have been having problems, and Miss Shirley called her daughter-in-law a heifer, thing.
Yeah. She was rude to her. She was
rude to her daughter-in-law. So they have been kind of beefing for about a couple of years. I don't think they've talked in a few years, but Miss Shirley decided to apologize to her daughter-in-law publicly. She got on the microphone, and I thought that was nice. That was nice of her. So they seem to have squashed the beef so the family can get together for the grandkids and all that. So that's good news on Real Housewives of Potomac. In other reality news, today is Khloe Kardashian's birthday. Her 35th birthday is today. And on the TV show, The Kardashians, they are airing the whole drama, the issue with Jordan Woods, Kylie Jenner's best friend, and the whole Tristan Thompson drama that they had going on. They're just now airing that.
That's going to come out now.
That's going to come on now?
Yeah, that's now. That's happening right now. And there was a scene where Tristan, Khloe was telling Scott that Tristan said that he was going to kill himself behind all the drama, and then Khloe sent one of Tristan's friends over to the house to check on him. He said he was okay. So it was just
every man that go in that house ain't right when they come out that house. Every last one of them.
That was about 10 months ago, all of this that happened. And since then, Tristan has bought a new house. Khloe seems to be happy. She's moving on. She's a new mommy, of their beautiful baby True. That baby is so
they got a house together?
No, Tristan has moved on. No, they are not together. He bought a house near her so he can be, she said he's a great father. That's what she says about him, that he is a great father.
He's a great father.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He sucks as a boyfriend, but he's a good father. That's that. Jordan Woods, she seems like she's moving on after all of this. She dropped her new clothing line. And, of course, I don't think her friendship with Kylie will ever be the same because of the drama with the sisters.
That's a shame. They've been
That's
friends
really a shame.
since they were little girls.
Yeah,
You
I
know
hate
what?
that. Yeah. Go ahead,
Can
Steve.
somebody tell me exactly what happened? Because they didn't sleep together, right?
No, they were at a party together.
Kissed at the
and
door.
They said that they were kissing and she was with him all night, and it was just betrayal. Chloe felt that Jordan betrayed her as a friend. You know, you're my
All
little
night is
sister's
more than
best
just
friend. Yeah, so it was a lot of rumors.
What,
but
Tommy?
you know,
All night is more. We ain't
You
kissing
don't know
all
that.
night now.
No,
You
I
don't
can't
know
do it.
that.
I can't kiss all night. What we doing?
What we doing? Something.
Yeah, what's happening here? I'm
Kissing
tired
all
of kissing.
What's happening here?
Have to do
Yeah.
something else.
yeah, it was a lot with that. But they've all
30
they're
minutes
all
of
moving
kissing,
on.
I done made several attempts at Mo.
Right. So if you guys have been watching, hit me up at Lips by Carla. We'll talk about all this social media wise, and we'll be back at 20 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, in trending sports news, Kevin Durant says he's expected to miss nearly all of the 2019-2020 season, right?
After tearing his Achilles, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a year rehabilitation. Easy.
Easy a year.
A whole year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna see him next season. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he free agent now, ain't he, Junior?
Yeah, he declined that $31.5 million. He's a
He
free agent.
declined.
Yeah,
Okay,
declined.
excuse me?
Yeah,
God.
he was gonna make $31.5 million next season, even if he don't play. But he's gonna resign. I mean, it's two places. I think three places he probably go. It's either Brooklyn, if they can sign Kyrie, they want him to go there, or New York. New York would be good for him to start over. He got a year off. He ain't got to worry about it. He can heal up.
Is he going to make the same kind of money there?
Oh, he gonna make more.
More?
Oh, he
Okay.
finna, that's why he turned
Yeah,
down
I
31.5.
think Kyrie should go to the Lakers.
You think
I
so?
hope
And
so.
be back with
I
LeBron,
hope so.
Steve?
I think that's a possibility.
Because the chemistry is there.
I
Well,
mean,
it
at this
was.
point in one time, you got to figure out that you want to win titles.
And it's
You
not
want to be
about
the
money.
boss of a show and run a team and all that.
Right.
Skip that. Get your check. Go sit down.
He was the boss of one. He saw it. It didn't work.
What did it take to turn down $31.5 million?
Oh,
That you already
32.
got it.
What, Steve?
32.
That was easy and quick. All right, listen, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Marinate on that a bit right after this. Coming up at 33 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, Cardi B's latest video, Press, is guaranteed to get some press. That's because Cardi's video is full of provocative imagery, okay?
Really?
Cardi is rocking lingerie. She's smoking a cigarette holding a
Do
gun.
we have this on file? Do anybody have
Why
it?
is you at?
Video's out.
I mean, we can't. So we
Just
can
look
look
it
at
up
it. We
on
want to
your
be able to
phone.
comment on it, what we're talking about.
Just type it in right now. Press Cardi B video.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
it's like you can't do that. That's just in the first 30 seconds when she's doing all of this, okay? The rest of the video is Cardi naked and rapping while standing over dozens of naked, bloody bodies.
She didn't kill some people naked? What is that about?
It was more than a mini, it was more like a mini movie than an actual music
Wait a minute,
video.
I like
I
naked,
saw
but I
it.
don't want to be
hold
dead.
on.
Tell me what's happening.
Well, watch it and see.
Yeah,
See,
I thought you were getting ready to pull it up. Yeah.
Oh,
It was kind of it's
a bit much.
You know, mini movie. You know what they used to do back in the day with videos. You know,
Michael Jackson
the
and
storyline and
Thriller.
telling the story. It was a lot though.
Killing people naked. I mean, everybody do walk down the street. That was nice. Why you got to kill some people though?
We didn't say she killed him.
Okay.
I want to
she
give
in
it all the
jail?
way. Yeah, at the end.
Well, you ought to be if you kill all them people.
Stupid are you?
Hey, I just watched the opening.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's the first 30
Is it worth
seconds.
looking at, Junior?
Yeah, Tom, it's a little different.
Send me the link.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay, it's a little different. I don't know where we're going.
What,
from here.
Steve, you look quiet.
He can't talk about naked. He's famous.
He said I can't find it.
You know, I can't find a damn thing on the internet.
Just type in Cardi B and press video will come up. Yeah.
So anyway, she's gonna get a lot of press about this video for sure.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that the objective though?
Well,
Is to get press.
Well, she's
to
gotten
sell
a lot
records.
with the court case and all of that.
That ain't what she wants.
Yeah, I know.
That's what she's talking about though in the song, pretty much too, about that.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they dancing naked too.
Let me
You see it?
Yeah.
I wonder if the judge done seen that here. Let me see.
Okay, there's more. Eric Trump, the president's son, claims he was a victim of a politically motivated spitting attack at a Chicago bar. He was leaving the upscale cocktail bar when he says an employee spit on him. The attacker was immediately apprehended by Secret Service. Ooh, that's not what you want. Wow. He's the vice president of the Trump Organization. He says it was purely a disgusting act by someone who clearly has emotional problems. He then took aim at Democrats, adding, for a party that preaches tolerance, this once again demonstrates that they have very little civility. When somebody is sick enough to resort to spitting on someone, it just emphasizes a sickness and desperation.
That's
and
one
the fact
person spitting on
that
you.
we are
Wait,
winning.
Who said that? That's not Democrats.
What does that have to do with the Democrats? Come on now. All right, coming up, our last break of the day and some closing remarks from the one and only, our leader, our fearless leader, Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day. But, Steve, now it's time for you to drop some knowledge with our closing remarks. What you got for us today?
Come on, big dog.
Yeah, today I want to remind everybody of something that gets overlooked from time to time. But if you want to be successful and you want to be happy, if your happiness is sometimes, as it often is, tied to your success, and if your success, oftentimes as it is tied to your happiness, the two kind of go hand in hand almost. But now you have to be using your definition of success and not somebody else's. If you're using someone else's definition of success, you're never going to be happy. Whether they've aimed too high for you or they've aimed too low for you. If you're using somebody else's aim, you're never going to be happy. Because those two are, I'm sorry, tied together. I'm happy if I'm successful. If I'm not successful, I'm not going to be happy. Because I'm going to feel like there's something else I could be doing for my family. There's something else I could be doing for my future. It's something else I could be doing to make it work. And so my success is tied to my happiness, and my happiness is tied to my success. Now, do I take times off from all of it and just sit around and be grateful and happy for where I am? Of course, all the time. Gratitude is a huge part of the principles of success that's oftentimes too overlooked. Yeah, I often sit around and just smell the roses. Just take a breath of fresh air and go, man, I'm awful grateful for where I am, God. Not meaning that I don't want more, but I oftentimes stop and thank him for right where I am. Because where we are is pretty good compared to where we were. But now, with all that said, let me share something with you. If you want to be happy and successful, you are going to have to put out a massive effort, period. Stop thinking it's going to happen any other way. You have got to put out a massive effort. You got to get at it. You got to grind. You got to want it. It's got to burn a little bit on the inside of you. It's got to make you uncomfortable not being where you want to be. You got to have a I'm going to get it attitude in order for it to get got, period. You got to have a I'm going to get it attitude in order for it to get got, period. That's the deal. No substitutions, no alternatives. This ain't sugar. You can't use Splenda instead. This ain't sugar. This is life. You have to go get it. There are no alternatives. Well, you can pick some alternatives, but you're not going to be happy and successful. You got to get a little bit of dog in you. I'm sorry. Everybody got to have some dog in you. You got to have some bite back. You got to have some fight. you're going to have a little bit of kick. And sometimes the kick has to come from yourself. You can't quit looking for other people to always give you that little kick in the rear end to get you started. That little jump start in the morning to encourage you. What if they need encouraging? What if they ain't get their jump start for the day and you waiting on their call and their encouraging word? Man, let me tell you something. These are people that you waiting on to help you. People fail all the time. Every person needs the Lord God Almighty. So that might be one of the mornings where they need him and they don't have nothing for you. Take your faith out of man, put your faith in God, and get at it. You and God can make it. That'd be great if you had a friend along the way. Of course it would be. But sometimes you're in a pattern where you got to learn that it ain't nobody but you and him sometimes. Sometimes you just need to know it ain't nobody but you and God. That really ain't a bad place to be. It really ain't. I've got some of my best results out of my life when I just asked God for the help. When I didn't call nobody else to see what they thought about it. When I went to God, just God, I've gotten my best results. I'm just going to be honest with you. But you got to get at it, though. Quit expecting God to just bless you with something and you ain't giving him nothing to put his finger on to touch. You make one step, he'll make two. You got to be a producer out here. You got to go out of here and get out something. Quit asking God for a job and you ain't putting no applications in. Stop. Wasting his time and yours too. It's like the story the man said, I've been praying to God to hit the lottery. I just been praying to the Lord to hit the lottery. One day the man just kept hearing him say that. He said, well, do you play the lottery? He said, no. What kind of prayer is that? You're praying to God to hit the lottery, but you're not playing the lottery. What? That don't make no sense. If you want God to touch your life, give him something to touch. An effort. Put in a request. Be sincere. But I've decided that I'm going to attempt so many things that's within my gift and in my realm that I'm going to ask God to bless me with his grace. He got something to bless. He just keeps on making stuff happen for me. He just keeps on opening doors for me. He just keeps on putting the right people in front of me. Oh, and it may look like the deal ain't going to happen, as oftentimes many of them do. But at the end of the day, it always works out. But man, you got to get at it, y'all. You got to get off your butts and get at it. Ain't nobody finna walk no checks up to you and hand them to you. You got to get out here and get at it. Dreams ain't nothing but dreams. Until you put some work behind them, they become goals. You got to put some work behind these dreams. That's my closing remarks today.
Drop it.
Drop the mic. That's how you do it, boy.
We out here, too. Y'all have
with your 12 checks, boy. Go on.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.